How do I look?
The champ is here! The champ is here!
So this right here is actually the helmet that I use for my motorcycle. It's the Freedom Machine. This thing has been with me for a very long time. It's my 3/4. So I don't even remember what I wanted to talk about. What were we gonna talk about? Okay, that's what I was gonna talk about. So when it comes to the footage, right? Like the video that we're shooting now, when it comes to this footage, I've been obsessed with trying to get the best quality as possible, and I always try to figure out what other people are doing, especially if they're using the same camera. You know, like what are their settings? You know, what's their environment like? What are what kind of products are they using? Like lights, you know, everything. Excuse me, everything that they do. When I watch these videos, I obsess over it, and I try to really figure out the small details and how to get the image quality really good. And I think it really comes down to just color grading your footage and either shooting in log or shooting in a profile that helps you get to that endpoint quicker. So I've been shooting C-Log like now with the Canon for quite a while I would say, and I'm definitely digging the C-Log. It makes color grading really cool, really interesting and unique because you can kind of do whatever you want, but it's just a flat profile that allows you to bring out the colors in the way that you want to imagine them. It's been frustrating at times as well, but yesterday I was making a video for One Wheel, and not actually for the company, just mine, my One Wheel, for the community. And when I shot that video, I really noticed some of the qualities were really good, and I was able to manipulate the colors really well, and it just kind of looked really cool. And I was trying to figure out and keep mind on what I was doing in Premiere to get the image the way I needed it. And literally going through and just playing with the sliders, trying to find the look that you're looking for before you even think about applying a LUT to your image. Just color grade it. A lot of people run and we look for LUTs that are going to, like, what the heck? Hold on. Oh, that was weird. Microphone was off. Sometimes we just want to apply a LUT, or we'll see a video of somebody like Creative Ryan or somebody that looks really cool, and we go out and we buy the LUT expecting our image to look like theirs. And that's kind of where I was at first. I was like, man, I guess you just use a LUT. You shoot the video, you put the LUT on there, it looks like it, and you're good to go. But it doesn't really work that way, and I don't think every video is the same. So you have to manipulate the image to get it as clean as possible before adding a LUT to maybe get that post image that you really want, right? So LUTs are kind of like shortcuts to a means, you know what I mean? So LUTs don't just automatically correct your image to the way that you're gonna want it. You're gonna have to learn how to play with the colors, and it could be intimidating for some people, but you really got to do it. You'll learn way more about the conditions in which you're shooting later on if you continue to play with it. So always, you can even do this. So say you shoot a video, go over to your, in Premiere you can go over to your color tab under Lumetri, and you can just try autocorrect under the basics. Try autocorrect, and then from there start manipulating the sliders to get the kind of look that you want. Once you got it as clean as possible, if you do want to add a LUT, like I said, go ahead and add one, and then just see how it is. Don't add the LUT and then try to do the color correcting. It'll get all jacked up, trust me. Don't do that. Color correct it first to the best of your abilities, then apply the LUT. And then you'll start realizing, once you start just using test footage, the more you play with it, the less likely you will be to run out and just start buying more LUTs from all these different people who offer them. I mean, you can create your own LUTs for your own picture profile. That's what I kind of don't like about people selling their LUTs with their videos. You know what I mean? Because there's so much more behind color grading than just throwing a LUT on. But they kind of make it seem like, oh, you know, I've created all these different types of picture profiles. All you got to do is slap it on. It's not how it works, and it's kind of misleading, but I guess it's kind of not. Like, if I would like to see, like, Creative Ryan, I really want to buy one of his personal picture profile LUTs that he uses on his vlogs. He's selling it for $100, but I've been hesitant because I was like, you know what? I have a feeling, because of all the other LUTs that I've purchased before, I have a feeling when I purchase this LUT and I shoot a video like this and I throw that LUT on there, I'm gonna be disappointed, and I want to know why I'm gonna be disappointed. So I want to learn more about the color grading process. So that's the only reason why I haven't purchased his yet, because I really like the look that he gets. He uses a 1DX as well, but I realize now that there's not going to be a shortcut. There's not something I can just slap on my footage to get that look. I'm gonna have to learn how to color grade. So color grading is important, and that's really why. So stop buying LUTs until you kind of understand color science, at least to a basic, and then you're good to go. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace.